Hey everybody, welcome back. It is time for the weekly Geek Out. Woo! Yeah. So, as you know, today's theme is animal movies, which is a broad spectrum, and we will get to that after we do what we normally do, which is we start off just kind of talking about the weekend box office. You know, I mean, that's what I do here. I do a lot of movie stuff, trailer reactions, movie reviews. I love movies. And particularly after seeing Swiss Army Man yesterday, there's like this whole... I was already being reinvigorated by all these trailers and watching movies on this channel, but my God, that did something to me in the best of possible ways. So I almost made a joke that you might not appreciate if you haven't seen the movie, and it might have been a spoiler, so thank God I didn't. Anyways, let's jump into box office, because I'm kind of excited about some of this. We're actually going to look at two different box office charts. I'm going to do the normal 3-day weekend one, but they have the 4-day one up, so we'll look at that afterwards and see if that changes anything a little bit. But, I'm going to do definitely the top 5. We'll glance through the top 10, and then I got to talk about number 11 for just a second. But number 1 is Finding Dory again with 41.4. Jesus. I mean, that's just killing it. That's like, third week in the box office, and it's still doing what most movies would be dying for as an opening weekend. It's up to $371.7 million domestically. Jeez, man, that thing I don't know. Usually the foreign gross on these things, at least the way I've seen it, is double the domestic. So, I mean, that thing is probably about to cross $1 billion, or maybe has crossed $1 billion would be my guess if it's opened in all the foreign territories. That's insane. Legend of Tarzan, a fairly respectable opening weekend with 38.5 million, but granted it says its budget was 180. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna bode too well unless it does super well overseas. The Purge, election year. Those movies are really, really stupid, but they're enjoyably stupid. It's a shame too, because the premise in those things is really something you could do something miraculous with. But for some reason they keep filling them with the stupidest of characters who make the stupidest of choices, and it just dumbs them down, but still very enjoyable. I've heard this one is a massive improvement, and it has done almost $31.4 million, and it only has like a $10 million budget, so... Yep, The Purge, we will be seeing like part 18 eventually, so I'm cool with that. I grew up in the era of Freddy, Jason, Michael, I'm down. So as long as they're entertaining, I will check them out. The BFG, the new Spielberg movie, 18.5 million, budget of 140. Again, that's one of those movies that could do really well overseas, but that is not good. Has Spielberg lost his magic, or at least his draw, his appeal? Because I haven't seen the movie. I don't know, it could be a magical movie, but that box office number is pretty bad. But also the movie just, I don't know, it looks okay. I want to see it, but I'm not like dying to see it compared to everything else. Number 5, Independence Day Resurgence. Still don't get why everybody hated that movie. It's just because you expected more than what it was supposed to be, because that movie is everything it was supposed to be and highly enjoyable as a big, dumb remake of like a 1950s sci-fi movie in modern times. So, I mean, I really enjoyed it, but it's not doing well. It's had almost a 60% drop from last week. 16.5 million this week, putting it at 72.7 with a budget of 165 million. They'll probably make their money back between domestic and foreign and everything, but I don't know that it's going to be enough for a third one. I really want that third one. I want the trilogy, but we'll see. In 6th, we still have Central Intelligence, which is awesome. A really good 12.5. So that's only a 31% drop from last week. It's in its third week. Total of $91.9 million, so almost $92 million with a $50 million budget, and that doesn't include foreign, so awesome. Hopefully we can get another one of those. I'd like for this to be kind of a more of a modern Rush Hour. It doesn't have the Jackie Chan charm, but it's got all the charm of The Rock and Kevin Hart. I loved that movie. It was awesome. It's slightly different tone of comedy than usual, but that's what I liked about it. The Shallows, which we haven't got to see yet, but Mary is apparently willing to see it, so we probably will. Second week, and it's 8.8 million. That's really nice, actually. So a total of 35 million with a budget of 17. Very, very good. I love to see horror and stuff like that, even though it's PG-13 horror, but still do very well. Okay, so number 8, Free State of Jones. Ooh, ouch. Second week, $4.1 million. Total of 15.2 with a budget of 50 million. I mean, that looked like a good movie, but it didn't, it didn't look that good, so I'll see it eventually. In the 9th spot, we've got The Conjuring Part 2, 3.8 million. It's killing it, of course. Total is 95.2 million with a $40 million budget. We'll be seeing Part 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to start watching those. And number 10, Now You See Me Part 2 with $3 million in its fourth week, putting it total at 58.7. Doesn't say what the budget is, but that seems pretty good to me. I said I wanted to talk about 11. Swiss Army Man actually made number 11. It's a bummer it didn't crack into top 10, at least not in the 3-day weekend. Now granted, I saw it on the 4th day. I think a lot of people saw it on the 4th day, so I'm anxious to check those 4th days out. Anyways, in that 3 days, it did a 1.4 million, and because it had actually technically opened in limited cities earlier, its total is 1.6 million. Doesn't show the budget. I'm betting it was maybe like a $10 million budget or something. It might have been a lot less. It might have been 2, it might have been 5, I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of movie you could make for a couple $1 million, but I don't know that you could make that movie for a couple million. I don't know how to explain it. You have to see this movie. You really have to see this movie. It is amazing. Not everybody's gonna love it, but the people that will love it will love it. It is an amazing movie. I can't wait to see it a billion more times. Go see it. All right, so real quick, and we won't take nearly as long as we do this, but I do want to check out the 4-day weekend and just see what the difference is here. Finding Dory is at 50.1 million. Legend of Tarzan 45.5. So that's a little bit better. Purge is at 34. It's not too big of a difference. BFG is still number 4 with 22. Independence Day is at 20, so it's a couple million. Was that a couple million more? I think so. Central Intelligence at 15. Let's see, there's double numbers that are screwing me up there. 7. The Shallows, 10.5. Free State of Jones, number 8. No, really, it's the same. I was just hoping maybe Swiss Army Man bumped up a little bit. It did though, actually, it's 1.7, so that's a couple $100,000 more on that extra day, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, all right. Anyways, there you go. There's your box office for the weekend. Very happy about it. Very happy Swiss Army Man is doing so well. Let's let it win some awards, shall we? All right, well, now let's move on to the actual kind of geek out part, right, shall we? So it's animal movies. So we have a guest. Hi, Mr. Piffles. Look, Mr. Piffles. We're gonna talk about movies about animals like you. Yep, every bit as excited by what I'm doing as the real Mr. Piffles would be. And he's out of here. All right, so let's see. I got 2 little, I do the Google thing. Basically, I just Google the theme and see what comes up and try to talk about those. There's a couple that may not that you guys mentioned in my vlog yesterday, and I thought that's actually a smart way of doing things from now on. In my vlog, I'll tell you what the thing is, and you can start telling me what some of your favorites are, so if you want me to talk about them, I'll talk about them, because they may not show up in the lists. Anyways, I got 2 lists. I got animal movies, I got animal horror movies, just because I figure that gets me through as many as possible. So, I've lost my cursor. There we go. We got something in 2014 called Animal. Don't know anything about it. Okay, Jaws. Yeah, Jaws is spectacular. I haven't watched it in a while. I don't know how well it holds up, but I imagine it still holds up pretty well as a suspenseful piece. I did watch Jaws 3 last night. The 3D is mostly stellar. There's some ghosting issues at times, and sometimes it's like, whoa, way too in your face. And it's definitely one of those gimmick 3D movies where it's like anytime they can put something, right in there, they do it, whether it makes sense or not. But it was still a fun time. I enjoyed it, and Dennis Quaid was pretty sweet in that. Babe, yeah, Babe was a good movie. Never saw any of the Free Willies. Finding Nemo, of course, recently rewatched that. That is solid. You guys like Finding Dory a lot more than I did. Maybe I'll like it a lot more on the rewatch. Okay, Hitchcock's The Birds, not one of my favorites. I'm a huge Hitchcock fan. There is some greatness to that. It's not a bad movie by any means, but I don't know, it's one of those to me that's a bit over-celebrated compared to some of his other works like Trouble with Henry, or even North by Northwest, which is highly celebrated, but that is a suspenseful movie. Homeward Bound, my buddy Mike Elmore, that's definitely what he called his favorite. I don't know that I ever saw it. I might have saw it when I was young, but I don't know that I really ever saw it. Milo and Otis, I don't think I ever saw. Bambi, I never saw. Yeah, a lot of these more kid movies, is gonna be interesting. I'm sorry, hang on. Okay, no, okay. I thought I was getting something really special I'd share with you, but I was wrong. Anyways, Lion King, yep, never saw it. Okay, a bunch of these I'm never going to have seen. 101 Dalmatians, never seen. You guys know, like, I'm new to the Disney stuff. I grew up a horror kid, so I'm just now getting to all the Disney movies. Speaking of horror, Deep Blue Sea. Yes, I do love Deep Blue Sea. I believe I picked that as my favorite shark movie back on Shark Week, because that is just a cool movie. And after watching Jaws 3D last night, I kind of wanted to rewatch that, because I think they stole some things straight out of Jaws 3, particularly like the crashing of the glass in the control room and everything. Cujo, actually I wouldn't mind rewatching Cujo. It's been a while, but I do like the Stephen King stuff. I don't know how well it'll hold up though. It's been a long time, but I guess that claustrophobia trapped in a car, that could be pretty good. But then again, it might be one of those where my analytical horror survivor brains kicks in. It's like, I've seen enough horror movies to know how to escape this, blah, 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 but whatever. Arachnophobia, okay, sure. I kind of want to watch that again. Thank God it's not in 3D. I don't like spiders, I don't like snakes, but I mean, I'm not like, I hate them. I'm just like, nope, you guys, you stay over there, I'll stay over here, we'll be cool. But that was a really good movie, actually. John Goodman is always a fun time. Piranha, now they're showing the 3D remake. That one was okay. It wasn't terrible. I mean, again, it was one of those movies that it was what it wanted to be, so I kind of liked it. Old Yeller, okay, I guess that's a classic. I did see it. It's been so long. I don't know that would hold up. Lady and the Tramp, never saw. March of the Penguins, never saw. The Beethoven series, those were fun. I mean, they're totally forgettable, but you know, I remember enjoying those. Babe, Pig in the City, I don't know, Warhorse, haven't seen yet. Two Brothers, I don't know anything about that. Jaws 2, I need to rewatch. I don't remember a thing about it, but I was excited to see the 3D on Jaws 3, so I jumped right ahead. Okay, Jaws the Revenge, I got the Blu-ray recently, and there we go. Ghost in the Darkness, never saw it. 101 Dalmatians live action, 8 Below, no. Anaconda, Hachi, A Dog's Tale. Nope, don't know that one. Fox and the Hound, never saw it. Marley and Me, never saw it. Alligator, no, I haven't gotten around to seeing that. Chicken Run, I remember Chicken Run. Wasn't that the Wallace and Gromit guys? That one was decent. Not terribly memorable, but decent. Dumbo, man, never saw it. When we get to the horror ones, I will have seen a lot more. Fly Away Home, The Bear, Animals film, Ratatouille. Okay, love that, but it's Pixar, so it's cheating. Because, you know, pretty much, well, until recently, pretty much all Pixar was great. And most Pixar now is still really good, and still occasionally great. My Dog Skip, I don't know. Beverly Hills Chihuahua is like the greatest movie ever. No, I'm kidding, I've not seen it, I don't know. It might be charming, I doubt it. Marmaduke, didn't see it. Cats and Dogs, I have that. I kinda wanna see that, but I haven't gotten around to seeing it. The Lassie series, I joked, my grandma's here, my 97-year-old grandma, she loves Lassie. I tried to like, hey, you wanna be in my video? But no, I didn't think she would either. Brother Bear, The Black Stallion, Jurassic Park, yeah, Jaws 3, woohoo. And yeah, Stuart Little, Willard, yeah, okay, cool. All right, let's jump through the horror movies. My God, this is such a broad topic, it's taking forever. Okay, a lot of these first ones are ones we already talked about. There's the original Piranha, that was really, really good. I like that, it's one of my favorite Corman produced films. Kingdom of the Spiders, I think I get that confused with something, so I think that was a Shatner thing. Actually, I'm not sure I've seen that one. Man's Best Friend, did I see that? Oh, okay, yeah, that's like a robot dog thing. Totally forgettable, but I do remember seeing it. Food of the Gods, yeah, who doesn't like giant rats and stuff like that? Orca, the Killer Whale, I don't think I ever saw that one. 77, I remember seeing that in the store a lot, you know, the video store, but never actually watched it. The Willard remake, Crispin Glover's worth it, but the rest of the movies, Frogs, I don't think I ever saw Frogs. The Peter Jackson King Kong, that is an awesome movie. I should not have been surprised. It's Peter Jackson. I would have loved to have seen a sequel. Original Piranha 2, The Spawning, James Cameron's directorial debut. It is produced by Corman, I'll say that. And moving on, I believe that is a snake movie. I never saw that either. Actually, I'm surprised how many of these I've not seen. Food of the Gods 2, yeah, it's all right. Original King Kong, I don't know that I've ever seen it. Killer Shrews. The Fly 2, those were great. Those were great, particularly the first one, of course, with Mr. Goldblum. Long Weekend, nope, didn't see that. Prey, Rats, oh my God, you guys. You would have thought I've seen a lot more of these, and I'm just like, nope. God, maybe I haven't, I've just forgotten half of these. You got Godzilla ones, I guess they count as animal movies, technically. Komodo, I kind of remember that, that was decent. Cannibal Holocaust, well, I guess, no, I would not call that an animal movie. No, trust me, if you love animals, don't watch any of those Italian 70s films. Unfortunately, there weren't regulations and laws, so that's the one thing with those movies, I legitimately have to close my eyes and look away because I know anytime there's animal mutilation, it's real and it's not pleasant. The Island of Dr. Moreau, never saw it. Wow, surprising. And yeah, Cat's Eye, okay. Anyways, well, let's see, there's at least a couple other suggestions. One of you guys talked about Joe's Apartment. I thought about that. It's like, okay, that kind of works. Cockroaches, not really animals, but I'll take it. That was an enjoyable movie I wouldn't mind re-seeing. And what's the other one you got? Oh, Black Sheep, the zombie sheep movie. Yes, there's a zombie sheep movie, and if you haven't seen it, it is awesome. Wonderful black comedy in it, dark comedy. And, you know, but it works. It works as a horror film, works as a comedy movie, and just kind of a cool little thing. Maybe Meet the Feebles, I guess it's puppets, Muppets, that might count, you know, I don't know, there's some cool stuff. God, okay, so picking favorites from those lists, Black Sheep's way up there. I wouldn't mind rewatching that if I get some time. You know, I don't know. God, I don't know. I really don't know where I'd put things. Maybe Cujo, but I haven't seen it in so long, I don't know that it holds up. Guys, I don't know, I think I may have picked a very broad topic for this week, and I'm not entirely sure that I can pick a top 3. I know I'm excited to see Secret Life of Pets when it opens. Zootopia was not on the list. I really liked Zootopia quite a bit, so I guess maybe I'm gonna go with some more modern ones. We'll put Zootopia up there. We'll put Deep Blue Sea up there, because I do love it, and I don't know, why not, I want to say Piranha 3 Double D, just because it was directed by John Gulager. It's not a great movie, but you know, I mean, hey, I really dig him and his style, so I'm just throwing it up there for fun. But anyways, what are your favorites? What are some of your favorite animal movies? What are some animal movies I'm missing? I'm sure I'm missing a ton here. Let's talk about it, let's geek out about it down in the comments. That is the point of this. As usual, I'm learning and modifying how these videos go along the way, but you know, we'll get there. Other than that, thumbs up of encouragement is always encouraging. That's why I call it the thumbs up of encouragement. Share with or subscribe if you're new here, because you know you want to see all the cool stuff we do every single day on the Eric Butts channel and geek out together. And speaking of geek out, let's geek out with your friends too. So share this video so we can have more people to geek out with. Other than that, Patreon, lots of exclusive videos. You might like what you find there, you might not. Just check out the link, see if you like it. If you don't, it's cool. No harm, no foul. If you do, awesome. You might really dig what you find over there. Okay, gang, I'm gonna get out of here, try to get these things edited and uploaded for the day, go have dinner with Grandma, then go over and watch AGT with Mary and Mike, and then come back and open my first comic bento, because it's out for delivery today, woohoo! And yeah, so I will see you guys later.